Welcome to your week ahead astrology, numerology and tarot forecast. Let's have a look at what's going on in the stars for you first of all this week. So we've got the sun in the sign of Gemini. We've got the new moon on the 15th of June, next Monday in the sign of Gemini, all about choices and decision making. So are there a number of choices coming up for you? Are there perhaps two paths or two directions presenting themselves to you at the moment? This is often what happens when we are in Gemini month. So you've got to go within and ask yourself what feels like the best choice for you, what feels like the best direction, because we have a number of planets in the sign of Cancer at the moment. So we've got Venus and Jupiter and Mercury all in Cancer, which brings the focus to your feelings, what feels right, what do you intuitively know to be right for you. And there's this heightened sensitivity at the moment because Venus and Jupiter are moving very close together. So that is a great combination of energies. It's about expansion of luck, especially in love and career. And it's a time where you're going to feel more like giving. You're going to feel like you want to be out and socializing. Venus, Jupiter is very sociable. So this is quite an uplifting, positive energy that we've got coming up over the next week. So this week of the month is the lowest energy of all because we are heading towards the new moon. So this coming week is the dark moon week where we need to rest more, we need to relax more. So don't go out socializing and partying too late at night or you'll be very tired. So we've got to balance being out there and having fun with rest and self-care basically. And Cancer is encouraging you and asking you to ask the question, what do I need to do to take care of myself, and what are the boundaries that I need to put in certain situations, particularly around your working life. Perhaps it's time to ask for whatever it might be, promotion, different hours, something perhaps that you are finding challenging in your work. This might be the time to communicate and ask and really think about self-care and balance and how you can balance work, rest and play in your life a little better. We have got Mars in Taurus at the moment, helping you to make a practical plan, giving you the perseverance to see those projects through to the end. And we're in the 6th month of the year. So June being number 6 is all about peace, relationships, love. So in the tarot, the number 6 in the major arcana is the Lovers. So maybe there's new love coming into your life. Maybe there's a choice in your relationships. Maybe there's a choice in your romantic life, or maybe there's a new beginning in your existing relationship where the communication perhaps is getting easier. This is a great time to communicate with your partner or somebody close to you about what's on your mind. So today the moon's in the sign of Pisces, which is very creative. So today and tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, the moon's in Pisces. So the moon moves through a different sign every 48 hours roughly, every 2.5 days. And that moon, as it moves through the signs, gives us the opportunity to focus on different areas of life. So when the moon's in Pisces, this is a deeply spiritual time. It's a time of creativity. It's a time of retreat and rest. And then the moon moves into Aries, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's much more about getting out there, connecting, new beginnings. You'll feel more motivated. The moon moves into Taurus over the weekend, which is about home and family and resources and sorting out your finances and budgeting. And then we've got that new moon in Gemini on Monday. So that's a good time for you Geminis to set your intentions for the year ahead. For everybody else, it brings the focus to your communication. Maybe it is a good time to start writing a journal every day, or an article, or even a book. For those of you who love social media, it's a good time to post, especially if that's part of your business. So if you want to find out more about working with the moon phases, I am running a new 4-week course starting this Friday on Zoom from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. every Friday morning for the next 4 weeks, where I will guide you to understand more about the moon phases and how you can manifest and set goals connected, all to do with the moon and the sign that the moon is moving through every couple of days. So I'll put a link to my website below for you to take a look at that. Let's have a look at what the tarot have got to say. So Oh, great card to start with. This is the sun. So the sun is shining on you. The sun is shining on an area of your life. This is a beautiful card. We could do with some of this as well, couldn't we, in the UK? So we have got sun coming at the end of the week, I've noticed. So this is about playfulness. It's about children. It's about enjoyment. It's about doing what brings you joy. And you know, when Venus and Jupiter come together, that is all about following your bliss and your joy and what brings you joy, what makes you joyful. So do what you love this week. Do what makes you feel good and sunny. Okay. Ace of Wands. These are good cards. Great card. Okay, so Ace of Wands is a new beginning in your working life. So this fits with Venus Jupiter. So if there's been some challenges or some hold-ups, or you haven't really known where you're going in your career, your working life, your vocation, this is saying there's new beginnings for you. And that's such a great card. Ace of Wands is an Aries card. So this is saying that new venture, that new idea that you've been thinking about, forge ahead, move forward with it, take action, be bold, be brave, and really focus on that desired outcome that you want to manifest in your working life. Where do you want to be in your working life 6 months from now? Three of Swords, okay, a little bit of a contrast to the other two. Three of Swords, now this is interesting because this is about upset and challenges sometimes in communication. It can be about letting go. It can be about hurtful words in your relationship or something that is challenging for you with somebody close to you. Okay, so we have got Mercury retrograde at the end of the month. We'll be moving into the shadow period early next week. So we've got to be careful of miscommunication because this card can be about miscommunication. It can be about misunderstandings. So what's your words? Is it kind? Is it honest? Is it true? These are all good things to think about. So there's two signs in this card. There's the Saturn sign. Saturn is the planet of structure and responsibility. Sometimes we don't always get what we want when Saturn comes in. So maybe this is a disappointment where you wanted something but it hasn't happened. And maybe this is also about the past as well as the present. Maybe there's a situation where something that you wanted didn't happen for you, whether that was in love or career. But you've got the Sun and you've got the Ace of Wands now shining on you. So the swords are about your thoughts as well. Okay, so this is about think positively. Don't think about what hasn't worked in the past. Don't focus and dwell on your fears and your worries. Focus on what you desire. Keep the faith, keep a positive expectation, keep a positive mindset, because everything changes. We are what we think. Change your thoughts, change your life, and it's true. So I think this card has come in as a reminder to center yourself in gratitude, to focus on what you desire, to see the positives, to go for what you want this week. There's some really good energy behind you to do that, and for some new beginnings to start coming in with that new moon in Gemini next week. Okay, so thank you for watching. Do write, comment or share and like this video. Let me know what you've resonated with, what speaks to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.